Nigeria info. Lovely morning to you, Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you for joining us on the last 1 hour of the show. It's Thursday, and you know that anytime it's Thursday, we talk health and health related matters. So that's what we're going to do today. By the way, the Thursdays of July will be focused on a series called Medical Fraud. We have decided to look into this topic because of numerous complaints of irregularities in our hospitals, sometimes negligence on the part of medical practitioners because of one reason or the other. We've heard complaints of people being forced because of they know that you are in that place where you would do anything to get better or to get service or care for yourself or your loved ones or your relative or your friends. That's our focus for the entire month of July every Thursday. So if you got a story concerning any irregularities done towards you or someone that you know, feel free to reach out, and would give you the platform. I have a gentleman on the show this morning who is going to kick off this series. His name is Simply Kelechi. We're going to put it that way. Simply Kelechi, that's his name. And he's going to tell us his story first. Then would all react to it. And if you got your own stories to share as well, feel free to be ready to share yours. Kelechi, hi. Good morning to you.
I'm fine. Good morning, Sheriff.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Let's begin with your story. So we may be hearing some noises at the background. Kelechi is a Superman. Let's put it that way. Kelechi, am I right?
That's my son. Sorry.
All right, let's begin. Tell us about this story. You've shared it with me, but please go ahead and share it with the entire Lagos.
Okay. This story I'm about to share happened in 2019.
Okay.
My father-in-law had brain hemorrhage, and we took him to the Federal Medical Center in Lagos. And when we got there, we were scheduled for the doctor who attended to us scheduled us for a CT scan.
Okay.
And apparently there were lots of labs at the FMC who come to hustle for patients sent for lab tests because lab tests that they weren't equipped to handle. So the doctor then scheduled us for a CT scan. A lab there was ready to take us with an ambulance when the neurosurgeon walked in, and the doctor now shared my father-in-law's case with him. So the doctor there and then cancelled the lab that was to take us for the CT scan and referred us to his own. The doctor was not happy. He said he had already scheduled them for and were ready to go.
You mean, just to track back a little bit, you mean that the neurosurgeon cancelled the arrangement with the other lab, the initial lab?
Yes,
and referred us
who was
to
in charge.
His own hospital, his own lab?
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhere around Festac.
Go on.
So we drove to his own lab. We had the CT scan done. Got back. He got the results before it was even sent to us by email. Called me the night before that we needed emergency surgery.
Okay.
I said okay, that we're coming in the morning.
Okay.
We got to the hospital in the morning at the FMC. We paid all that the hospital billed us for.
Okay.
Surgery, bed, and everything, medication. We paid everything. And we're given a bed space at the male surgical ward. Now, when the doctor came that morning, I told him that, the neurosurgeon, I told him that we had paid for everything. He said I was going to give him 50,000 cash that morning, and that I was going to pay in 250,000 naira into an account, making 300,000.
Hold on, Kelechi. So let me track you back a little bit. You had settled every bill with the hospital.
Every bill.
With the hospital.
Yes.
So what was left was just for the surgery, the procedure to take place.
Exactly.
Then the neurosurgeon asked you to pay him.
50,000 cash that morning. Then 250,000 he was going to direct us on how to pay.
What did he tell you the money was for?
He said it was his own, that even if we had met up with the hospital's charges, that this was what he wanted from us.
How did you feel when he told you that?
Well, my father-in-law was deteriorating day by day.
Yeah.
I was just concerned about getting him back on track.
Like you had no choice.
I had no choice.
So tell me about this company he directed you to pay the 250K to.
Okay, it took me 2 days to raise the money. And when I called him, I had raised the money. He gave me a call. Apparently, he had a girl with us, pretending to be looking out for us, helping us. But I guess the girl was watching to see if we were calling anybody, because she was attached with us for 2 days.
Oh.
So when I called him that I had the money, that was about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. He gave us a number to call at Agege. When I called the man said it was at Agege. He sent us an invoice through the girl, like we were buying materials, fabric. And he gave us an account where we paid in the 250,000 naira. Now, from that time, I now hurriedly rushed down to take my children home. Before I could take them from school home and back to the hospital, my father-in-law had been wheeled into the theater. And the surgery lasted they didn't come out till at about 1 a.m. The surgery was successful, though.
Yeah.
But what was heart-wrenching was, after spending some time at the hospital, like 2 days, we got used to people around the ward, and the stories started flying around. People came to me, said, "Did you pay anything extra?" There were 3 other neurological cases at the male surgical ward. So they knew I went through the same doctor. They asked me if I paid something. I said yes. So I asked them, "How much did you give?" The other lady said 400,000.
My word.
Then the other one was about 400 too. I then realized it was his scheme, and he gave you an amount to pay based on how he sized you up. And once they ask you to pay that money, if you do not pay it, your ward remains there unattended to. And the hospital will not ask why this person scheduled for surgery has not gone in for surgery. I don't know what he keeps telling them, but your word will remain there.
The account that you paid the other money into, what struck you about that account? Is it a personal account, or I'm wondering, like.
I can still check, because all the transactions I did at the hospital were transfers.
Yeah.
So if I go to my credit history, I can still get the account details.
But you didn't check whether it was a company account or a personal account or something.
It was a personal account.
Okay.
It was a personal account. It wasn't even in the doctor's name.
Oh.
It was in another name.
Oh. Okay. All right. But did you get any receipt or anything for making such a payment? Nothing.
No.
So there's no traces whatsoever. Like nobody can trace anything back to anybody.
Yeah, you can't trace anything back to him because it wasn't his name. He made it look like you bought fabric from somebody and you paid for the fabrics. So you can't really trace anything back to him.
Were you told to pay for something?
Yeah, he told us just pay the money in there.
Yeah.
Then the person told us that we were buying fabrics from him. You know, he made the thing in a conversation saying, "Oh, I have the fabrics you're buying now. Okay, you can pay him money."
Oh my God!
To you.
Oh my God! And nothing was delivered, Kelechi.
Nothing, Sheriff. Now, what even made me speak up was I met a man at a pharmacy not quite long ago.
Yeah.
He was buying lots of medication. I said, "Wow, that I don't envy you, because there was a time I was buying lots of medication like you. What's your story?" He said, "Oh, that his own father had just gone through some cardiovascular surgery at the UNTH."
Yeah.
So I now said, "I hope you weren't scammed." He said, "Why did I say that?" I said, "Because my father-in-law had a similar thing, but his own was brain related, And when we met with the hospital requirements, we were asked to pay extra. He now narrated his story. He said he paid 600,000 after he had met up with the hospital requirements. He paid 600,000 naira to a used car salesman, like he was buying a used vehicle.
My goodness.
That was how he was made to pay that 600,000. So
word.
I now said, wow, I faced something similar in Lagos. Now, far away in the southeast Nigeria, University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, they also practice the
same practice. Kelechi, thank you for sharing your story. Let's have people respond to it. If there is any need to give you a call back, we'll give you a call back. Okay. But thank you so much for being very brave and sharing your story. And we see. So, how is father-in-law?
Father-in-law died 7th of December, and we had to begin to prepare. We now have to prepare for burial after spending so much. Because his case ran from June till about December. And he died. He recovered. What actually killed him was not because of the brain surgery. He had other underlying ailments that took his life. So, but it was heart-wrenching after spending all that. We had to go to burial in February.
I know.
And all that.
I know. I mean, I'm just gonna thank you for being brave enough to share your story. Let's see if we can have people. Thank you, Kelechi. Thank you so much. Like I said, the entire month of July, every Thursday, we're gonna dedicate it to unraveling this practice in the health sector. That's why we've tagged it medical fraud. Okay. Let's do this very quickly. Let's take some calls. 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190. If you got similar stories, feel free to share. We've got about 5 more minutes or so before our first break. If you can wrap that up very quickly, feel free. If you'd like to contribute to what Kelechi shared as well, feel free to share. Good morning to you.
Hello, Sheriff. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Okay, my name is Ebele.
You're welcome, Ebele. Welcome.
Okay, I've not been defrauded, but I listened to this guy's story, and I'm surprised that this kind of thing could happen. I feel we don't have human feelings again. Somebody that is passing through that kind of stress, trying to get his father-in-law on feet, is being defrauded. And I will still appeal to these guys to make the guy's hospital known. I don't think there's anything wrong in making it known online. We don't need to cover up for this kind of thing again.
The attitude, right?
You should make it. Sorry?
I say they don't need to cover up such bad attitude, right?
Yes. We don't need to cover up again. Right. If I'm the one, I will announce the name of the hospital. I will announce the name. I paid the money. I will announce the phone number. In fact, from the beginning of his story, my mouth were wide open. I never believed it could happen. Thank you and have a nice day.
Abela, thank you for calling me. I appreciate it. I'm going to speak to Kazim. Kazim is on the line right now. Let's hear what Kazim has got to say. Kazim, good morning to you.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Ikeja.
Welcome, Kazim. Welcome.
Yeah, that story is very, very pathetic, really, sincerely.
Yeah.
But I believe it can really, the matter can be escalated if he is really in a right frame of mind to do so, because he has a lot of witness in the hospital too. All that is required is to just, the same way the story was narrated on the radio, he can approach the AFCC. They will definitely track the man down. It can really be investigated if we really want to push it beyond this, because this kind of matter, we shouldn't allow it to just die down like that, because evil prevail when good people do nothing about it. So the matter can really be investigated, in my opinion.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
Well, see, this story you're talking about.
Yeah.
Can I mention a city name?
Please go on.
Okay, my brother is having neurosurgery stuff. I was at Lut. I left there around 8 p.m. yesterday night.
Yeah.
One, the attitude over there when it comes to something, because we were referred from General Hospital down to this Lut. A nurse followed. My brother was in ambulance. We got there, to be precise, to 2.
in the afternoon. And some other, I met a man because he saw I show him the report and everything. He's a young doctor. He has to tell me that this guy needs immediate surgery.
Okay.
That normally if you have the money, they should have transferred him to the wards because everything has been done at General Hospital because they can't do the surgery over there. That's why they refer us there.
Right.
We are there doing nothing. No space. Good. But some people were distracted, they can find it until we make a call. Nigerian, if you don't know anybody, your people will die in vain.
Okay.
I have to call on my uncle that is a doctor that caused somebody then before they could even write our names down. It's yesterday. My brother is still there. We've not done the surgery.
Just yesterday. This happened yesterday.
Yesterday. I just have to come home because I have a baby at hand. We've not done it. And now my mom coming this morning that they told me that all we've done at General Hospital, the report is there that we will pay half of the money this morning because I can't go. I'm living at Ibeju to Lutz. Can you imagine?
That's quite far, yeah. It's quite far.
They say we have to redo the test again.
All of the tests?
All of the tests, my brother.
Even with the medical history, the medical record and everything?
Yes. I can call my brother's name. We are there. We don't even know how much we are paying for the surgery as I'm speaking. We are asking them so that we know to rally around to get money. They are not speaking.
No communication.
To do this. Yes. I snapped it. I have the result on my phone as I'm speaking. Nothing is being done. They asked us to go and do tests that they will examine it for another 10 days. Quadry, something is wrong in this country. Something is wrong. His life experience, my blood brother, immediate brother. Neurosurgery, the same issue this man talks about is what he's going through, the same thing. And my brother even have a bullet in his brain as well to tell you how critical this condition is.
I'm really sorry.
Nothing. God.
I'm really sorry.
I just pray nothing happens to me because I'm scared. When I have this extorting money, it's true. They'll be asking to do something. They have the report at hand, the scan, the CD is even there.
Have they told you the labs they want you to go and have the test done?
Everything is there. We did everything at General Hospital. At the island there. It happened on Tuesday. The test was done on Tuesday. Today is Thursday.
Right.
And we took him to Lutz on Wednesday, which is yesterday. Just a day interval. And we're asked to redo the test again. Quadry, please. I don't know what to do.
I'm really sorry about this. I mean, if you've been to our public facilities before, you understand, the pain, the frustration that the last caller has just expressed. I've been there, so I know what she was talking about. And by the way, at some point in this conversation, maybe before the end of the last Thursday or the last Thursday itself, we'll try and bring MD Khan in on this conversation. So MD Khan is the Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria. They deal with sanctions and all of these things. Yeah? Okay. Let's take a quick break. When we return from this break, we'll talk some more. Stay here on Nigeria Info 99.3. I'll be back.
Every day, news break.
The Nigerian Communications Commission has ordered mobile network operators
shaping our present and the future.
The vast majority of men and women of the police force are hardworking and diligent in performing their duties.
Policies and its makers.
I have been crying out. What is there in our time now is that the cost of government is too much.
Community and the dwellers.
Stop playing the ostrich. I came here now and the option.
Each of us needs a partner. We're looking for someone we can rely on in a friendship, work, and life. OctaFX is a trading platform with 10 years of experience. It helps Forex traders make efficient trading decisions. Today, they have over 6.6 million trading accounts opened and 100 countries covered. Join the community of like-minded entrepreneurs by watching the webinars, reading the market analysis, and mastering a free Forex basic course. Learn more at octafx.com. Open a demo account with any deposit just for practice. You can practice until you feel ready to switch to a real account. Use the promo code INFORM100 to double your deposit for more efficient trading.
Are you looking for that golden opportunity to step up to the next level in your finances, investment, or more money in the bank? Then you just won a jackpot, as ICR Properties is running a 14 days next level promo on all their estates, where you can get up to 43% off on the prices of all their lands with only 200,000 naira initial deposit. And to credit all, you get a special bonus when you pay for 2 plots outright. Now you can become a landlord in the fastest developing neighborhood in Lagos without stress, no matter the size of your pocket. The estate's 100% dry, free from any form of encumbrance, offers 100% indemnity, and undergoing massive development. Hurry now to invest, as offer is only available for the next 14 days. Call today on 0909 999 9988 or visit their office at Suite F89, Road 2, Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lagos. Step up your finances with ICR Properties Next Level promo.
As part of ongoing efforts to improve digitalization of tax processes, the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service is optimizing its payment procedure for effectiveness and taxpayers' convenience. Effective August 1st, 2022, e-tax generated bill reference will now be required for all tax payments. Henceforth, taxpayers are enjoined to discontinue the use of all other references and to only make use of the e-tax platform for generation of payment references and all other tax-related transactions. To generate a bill reference on eTax, visit etax.lirs.net. Input your payer ID and password to log in. Select revenue type. Upload schedule for payee and withholding taxes. Generate a bill reference. Make payment on any of the multiple channels available using the generated bill reference. For further assistance, please call 0700 2255 5477 or email etaxinfo@lirs.net. This message is from the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS.
There's an emergency and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call or where to run to. Help us, we have got you. We have got you. Help us to the rescue. To the rescue. Get out fast, save lives too.
Help OS is a real-time response app that connects people who urgently need emergency medical response services to ambulance owners. You can download Help OS on Play Store on all Android and iOS devices. Check www.helpos.ng for more information. Help OS. Get help faster, save more lives.
Do you know how the Contributory Pension Scheme CPS works? Do you know it provides you with a pension plan funded by both you and your employer and helps you save money to take care of you as old age? Do you know that these contributions are paid directly into your retirement savings account, or RSA, which is managed by a pension fund administrator, PFA, chosen by you? Do you know that the National Pension Commission regulates and supervises all pension operators to ensure the safety of your funds? Do you know that you can only open one retirement savings account and it is yours for life, even if you decide to change jobs? Well, now you know that the CPS ensures that you are covered with a pension plan that's designed to keep you financially secure in your old age. All employers in both the public and private sectors with 3 or more employees are mandated by the Pension Reform Act of 2014 to be part of the CPS. For more information, visit www.pencom.gov.ng.
In computing, speed is just as important as efficiency.
Imagine being able to achieve perfect work-life balance with an easy-to-use desktop. A desktop computer where you can play, learn, and have fun.
An all-in-one system that caters to work or family.
A desktop that looks cool and does all you want. That's the power of all-in-one.
The HP 200 G4 AIO 10th generation Intel Core i5 processor with 8 gig RAM, 256GB SSD is a desktop computer built to help you maximize your productivity. It is designed to give a simpler look and it can perform any task you have at work or at home. The perfect blend of form and function. So, whatever the need, simply use the power of all-in-one to achieve a perfect work-life balance. Buy the HP 200 G4 AIO 10th generation Intel Core i5 processor with 8 gig RAM, 256GB SSD. Available at all Conga stores. Call 070-07 million or visit conga.com for more information.
It's time for ShopRite's Big Low Price Carnival. Get ready for affordable offers on show-stopping deals for families of every size.
Products like any 6 Coke Fanta or Sprite 330ml can for 999 naira 99 kobo, and Golden Morn 800 gram cereal for 1,699 naira 99 kobo only.
Join the Big Low Price Carnival, where you can win one of 150 trolley dashes when you buy any 3 or more participating products to enter. Competition ends on the 10th of July. T's and C's apply. For more information, visit www.shoprite.com.ng or see in store for details.
Taste it, love it. It's a beautiful day. You better taste it, love it.
Enjoy the creamy coffee taste of Cowbell Coffee. Round the clock, it's really delicious. Taste it and you will love it. Cowbell Coffee. Taste the creamy side of coffee.
Cowbell, I wanna look.
Hello, my name is Ronke from Ikorodu.
Hi, I'm Emeka from Festa. My name is Ahmed from Apapa.
I want to tell you about my radio. My radio is my best friend.
My steady companion.
My radio keeps me informed
all day long with hot topics, trending news,
politics, and current affairs.
My radio gives me the best music.
My radio is Nigeria Info.
Everybody in Nigeria listens to Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The nation's number one talk station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's 8:34 from our studios. I'm Sheriff Quadry. Welcome back to Health Thursday on the Morning Crossfire. But before we get into it, Feta is here. Feta, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Sheriff.
You have something for us?
Yes, definitely have something for you. Now, this is to invite you to the International Cooperative Day webinar about Africa Prudential, themed leveraging technology to drive financial inclusion and collective wealth through cooperatives. Date is Friday, 8th of July, and the time is 11 a.m. Register now at www.africaprudential.com webinar. Don't miss it. That's all I have.
All right, Feta, thank you. Let's get back to our conversation, right? I would be taking your reactions as well on our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3. We're discussing medical fraud. That's our only conversation for the rest of Thursdays of July. Every Thursday in July, that's what we're going to be talking about. If you'd like to share your medical fraud story, you can follow me on my socials so we can interact. People have been reaching out and would try and provide time. If we need to extend beyond July, we will definitely do, because this has to stop. More often than not, lives, are always at stake when you go to the hospital, more often than not, especially for, critical situations. And we can't keep quiet when it comes to things like this. So please track me down on my social media, and because I would like to hear your story first. Okay. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. My own case, 2014. My wife was sick. We rushed her to Igbobi. Spent 3 months. Then the time to do surgery, they referred us to Luz. On getting to Luz, the department they asked me to go to, we meet one professor there. He said, with this treatment, we have about 600 people on ground, and your wife case is emergency. So if you can pay 200,000, then I will place her, I think, number 3 position or something. Because 1 month, they don't tell what.
200,000 to who? I mean, pay to the hospital. To the professor.
Yes, cash.
Who is the professor? Is he a surgeon or what?
Because this thing happened 2014.
No, I mean, I'm not even asking for the name, Mr. Chris. I'm asking for what he does. Is he a surgeon or what?
Is this department that they use this chemotherapy machine and what do you call that?
An oncologist. The professor is an oncologist. Okay.
I think so.
Okay. All right.
He said they have only one machine. That with tears on my eyes. Thank God for my boss. I was working with them.
My God.
My boss. I called my boss. Said, Chris, don't worry. All I want for that woman to survive. Let's give him we paid the 200,000, my brother.
Cash.
Yes.
And he collected it. Did you pay to him directly?
Before they put her in the ward, sir, they put me in a place they call Spillover. It's a private something in Lut there.
Okay.
They say there's no space at the ward. I paid 120,000. Then later space come out, ground floor. Since she cannot walk, most of the treatment will be done at 3rd floor. So why she wants to go for such treatment? The lift operator, then 50-liter diesel of 50-liter diesel is 6,000 naira.
Okay.
I will pay 6,000 to operate the lift because there's no light. Then they want to do another test. They say, "Oh, you go to hospital at Ogulan or Drive." My God. Very close to Lut. Ambulance is not working. I said, "Okay, I have my small car. Let me use it." They say, "No, you cannot use your car. It's an emergency." Ambulance, private ambulance, charge 10,000. We go to that hospital at Ogulan. They do all the tests they said they want to do. We'll come back again to Lut. My wife spent 8 months there, my brother. Let's medical doctors and government. Let's
go back to the oncologist you paid 200,000 to.
Yes.
Did you pay to? Is he a he or a she?
You say what?
Is the doctor a he or a she?
A man, no, professor,
okay.
A man.
So did you pay to him in cash and directly? He collected it from you directly
in an envelope.
Did he tell you? Did he tell you what that money was for? Apart from
said because they have one machine and they have 600 patients on ground,
so
and my wife cannot stay 1 month without doing this, running the.
So to move you up above the line, you have to pay that. You have to pay that money.
200,000.
Mr. Chris, thank you for sharing your story. Let me speak with Ngozi. Ngozi, hi. Good morning to you.
Yeah, Mr. Sheriff.
Yes, please. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Ngozi. You're on air now.
Yeah. I guess the medical state in this country is very worrisome. When we talk about corruption, there's a whole lot going on in the hospital space. And the annoying thing is that the Nigerian Medical Association is not doing anything about it. I think they have this attitude of protecting these doctors, even when people come out openly to complain. I had my own case. That was sometimes last year. My dad was sick. He was at UNTH Enugu. When initially, somehow, because I was somehow in the medical field, so some of the things I'm very conversant with.
Okay.
When the doctor started initially his diagnosis, I actually asked them, when he got to certain stage, he said, okay, my father is to be booked for his surgery. I said, okay, no problem. I got the guy's number because I wasn't in Enugu with them. My younger brother was at that point. I got the doctor's number. I tried to inquire from him what actually he was doing.
Okay.
The way the man sounded on the phone, he was so rude. At the end of the day, Sheriff, my father died of a medical error. What he was supposed to do initially was to do a biopsy for him before to know what was actually going on before going for that surgery.
Right.
But he died of cancer actually. But he would have been much, much safer if they did not cut. That was how this man died. I remember one of the occasions when I was talking, he was rude that to the extent when I told him, I'm going to sue you. He said he's waiting for me that I should do my worst. That one gone, my brother-in-law was receiving treatment at FMC Owerri. He was a neurosurgeon
Okay.
involved in this case.
Okay.
A former classmate of mine linked me to this surgeon. We saw hell. Within 1 week, this woman extorted over 900,000 from us.
How?
Even till today, Mr. Sheriff, I don't know. This man in question has been receiving treatment here in Lagos.
Okay.
And we know what we spent. We know how this treatment was going until when we felt that he is becoming a little bit weak, that we should take him to the east and make a special arrangement for a doctor to come and see him periodically. So when he got there, when this woman realized that probably for him, he saw that the family, from what the other guy said, they can pay. She now started producing bills upon bills upon bills. One of the occasions, and they will do it as if it's drug. And I am also in pharmaceuticals. So some of the drugs, I know the amount and I know. At some point, I opted out that I'm going to buy the medications in Lagos. She now started the story of they are fake drugs of this one, they are fake of this one. I told her, don't worry. I mean, in pharmaceutical industry, I know fake when I see one. I will buy. I bought all these drugs. Mr. Sheriff, the bill she gave us for drugs, I bought drugs worth over 300 and something thousand. The bill she gave me initially was about 500 and something for the drugs. I bought them less than 300,000 here in Lagos. Do you know some of those drugs we are not used to today? I had to return it to the person I bought it because it's somebody I know very well to get a report. She never used any of those drugs. She now started using the man's wife to extort money from the family. When the woman now reported and now called I still have her number, and I told her, all these things you are doing, this is a medical professional, for goodness sake. She extorted. At some point, we have to pull the man out, and all the money she collected, even the balance she's supposed to refund us, she never refunded that money. We just let it be and withdrew the man from her case. So a whole lot of nonsense is going on. It's so painful when these people are consultants that are supposed to know better are the ones behaving this manner as if they are market people. Something needs to be done about it very quick.
I agree, Ngozi. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. It's 8:43. I think we can take some messages on WhatsApp. Feta would help us through with some messages that have coming. Feta.
All right. Now, can I call the name of the hospital?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So this person, Tokwe from Ajigunle, says, Luth is the last place I want to wish my enemies because my father died in Luth in 2014. Till date, my mom still have some medical receipts of undone medical tests that he didn't have need of. Medical tests he didn't need. The only few days that I had to be with my dad, I became sick myself because everything about that place and people in that place will make you sick. July alone cannot take the whole problems of medical fraud and its solutions. Talk by Magic.
Would extend it. Would definitely extend it if there's a need for extension. Let's take another one.
This one says, I remember vividly when my dad had kidney failure and prostate enlargement related issues, and we went to this hospital last week at Bagada. The urologist said if we had 10 million naira, that I wouldn't need to be taking my dad back and forth, meaning that kind of money he will simply take over my dad as his patient. A hospital setup is a mess. I can actually write a book on what I experienced when my dad was sick. This was in 2020. My dad died in September 2020. His dad.
Of course, yes. We understood. We understood. We're sorry for your loss. We're really sorry for your loss. Let's take one more before we get back to the telephone.
Okay. Eva George from Ijegun says, Kalechi's case is a heartbreaking one. He was duped by greedy elements parading themselves as medical personnel. Sheriff, how I wish this would be taken up. He said he can't be traced. Let him provide the account details he paid the money into.
Okay. All right. Let's head back to the telephone now. Or perhaps I should just take a few from Facebook where we're streaming live. Nicholas says, Nicholas, I hear you. Thank you. Nicholas, perhaps you need to check your device very well, okay? Perhaps it's your device's volume that's low. Abi Ambo says, medical practice in Nigeria is a complete insult to the Hippocratic Oath. Let's see who else is here. Friday says the level of corruption is high. More stealing is ongoing in Nigeria. Too bad. The system is not working. Total collapse. Friday is jumping in on that. Nopoma says, 2016 I had a hernia surgery at Isolo General Hospital. Before the surgery, the doctors requested for my medical pack. And after the surgery, it was nowhere to be found. and I have to spend another money to buy needed drugs. I mean, who stole your medical pack, really? Anapoma Stephen, thank you for sharing. Let's jump on another call. 8:46 is the time. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, please.
My name is Godwin, calling from Loshorolakwe.
You're welcome.
It's unfortunate at Bagada General Hospital.
Okay.
A brother of mine took his wife there.
Okay.
It was an eyesore of the experience there. And my own is this. These people are not to be blamed. These people into all this. It is expected that with the president we have.
No. Please go. I'm going to cut you off like 1 million times. I like 1 billion times. I'm going to cut you off. Why can't you separate topics? Why do you have to let your sentiment override every conversation that you have? Like, seriously. Must you? Really? All the time? Come on, man. Come on. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Miriam.
Welcome.
Yes. I have an issue. In 2019, to be precise.
Yes, please.
In Lut, my daughter was referred to Lut for endocrinology.
Okay.
So we got to meet the doctor. After meeting the consultant, she actually told us to run a test, to run some tests. So after getting the things, the requirement, the things for the test, I went to the lab in Lut.
Okay.
On getting there, I was told the test is going to cost us 189,000. I was like, okay, 189,000. I now asked them, when can we come over to do it? They gave us a week. So during that period, I was like, okay, I was running around to get the money.
Okay.
As God will have it, I now saw a lab, the same name, bearing the same name as the one that it was referred to in Lut.
Okay.
The same name.
Okay.
They have a branch outside the Lut.
Okay.
I now went there. I asked. I took the test script to them. I said, this test, I want to run it. How much is it going to cost? They told me 68,000.
What?
I was like, 68,000. Can this be done? They said she can come the next day in the morning without food and everything. Lo and behold, I took my daughter back to that place in Apapa Road. That's where the diagnostic center is. So she ran the test, and that was all. I now took back the result to the consultant.
Exactly.
She looked at it. She didn't say anything. I was like, okay, but when I now asked her that this was this test, they told me that here, if I'm to run it, it's 179,000, and I did this for as low as 70,000 naira. She was like, "Do you mean you did not do this in the hospital?" I was like, "It's not the same place." It was then she rejected the result that I have to go back to where she asked me to do it.
She rejected it.
She rejected it. I have to go back to where she asked me to do it. And with that, I was hungry. I got so good. My daughter traveled out of the country, and that was the end of everything. And I told somebody that this is. They said, "Fine, that I should have kept quiet. That because her name is written on the script that was given to me, so definitely she has a cost. That the remaining money, that they would jot down the name of the doctor.
The doctor.
So That's what they have been doing. That the remaining change on it is for them. So whenever they ask you to do it, if you do it there, the money is for them.
Okay.
This is the norm in every government hospital. Even General Hospital Surulere, General Hospital Lagos Island, they will tell you where to do it. And when I have cases with my brother, they will tell you to go and do it. And if you don't do it where they ask you to, they will tell you it is not okay. That you have to go and do it again. So this is what is happening, most especially in Luz. It's so rampant there.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Appreciate your time. We'll leave it here today, but let's hear some messages from Feta. When Feta is done, I'll come back to wrap. No, Feta, let's hear let's hear those.
Okay, this is once again to invite you to the International Cooperative Day webinar by Africa, Prudential themed Leveraging Technology to Drive Financial Inclusion and Collective Wealth Through Cooperatives. Date is Friday, 8th of July, and the time is 11 a.m. So please register now at www.africaprudential.com/webinar. Don't miss it.
Let's take another one very quickly before we go, because we're almost out of time right now.
Yeah.
Let's take that one too before we go. Lagos. I would share an information very quickly before we go this morning. Okay. Here we go with one more that we have for you. Feta is trying to sort that out. Let's see if she'll be able to do that now. Okay, now she's ready for us.
All right. This one, Lagos, is a very bright and chilled one. Anyway, good morning. I think I've said that before. Please, guys, I need you to hear me out on this one very quickly, because they say he or she who asks questions cannot lose his or her way, right? So please answer these questions for me. Why pay fees or local transfers? Why? Why pay full price for airtime when you can get it on cheaper at a discounted rate? Why just not pay for an item when you can get a whopping 5% cash back on that same item when you shop with your cheaper card? And yes, the cheaper app is available on the App Store and Play Store. Why haven't you downloaded it yet? So go and download cheaper and enjoy no fees on local transfers. That's right, no fees, 2% discount on airtime and 5% cash back when you shop with cheaper card.
Okay, now we really must go. Thank you all for being a part of Morning Crossfire today. Health Thursday returns next week Thursday, and we'll continue to share our stories on medical fraud. Like I said, sometime before the end of this series, we'll try and bring in MD Khan to talk to us about what they're doing about whatever it is that's going on in the medical sector. All right, I'm Sheriff Quadry. If you got a story to share, hit me up on Twitter at Sheriff Quadry, on Instagram at Sheriff Quadry, and on Facebook at Sheriff Quadry. I'll see you next week. Good morning to you.
And I want to assume that you would run, because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those that need to be fired are fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not a
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.